All right, folks, welcome back and welcome to episode 46 of our No Man's Land series. We are still in April here. What I'm doing is I'm hooking up to our trailer here. I'll kind of give you like a rundown of what's going on, but basically what I'm doing is I'm getting ready for us to go. Oh, I just missed that rock. There's Freckles. He's just hanging around that sprayer. It's because he got in the way one time and I accidentally sprayed him with that sprayer. I didn't run over him, but he like was under the arms and got sprayed with fertilizer. So now I think he's got a scent for it. Who knows? Dog's weird. But I'm just cruising around right now. I'm gonna go load up some of our clothes. I'm gonna load up some of our clothes. We've got our fertilizer set up. We've got to fertilize. We have to fertilize one more oat field. This oat field kind of behind the sheep's there. Actually, let's go do that. Let's go do that real quick, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually set a worker to do it while we kind of go through and just chinwag a little bit on what's going down through this episode. And kind of some stuff that I did off camera. I really didn't do much off camera. All I did was finish fertilizing the cotton field. I fertilized this field beside us. We finished spraying herbicide on the field on our big corn field up there. Which the crazy thing is with that sprayer, it is literally almost perfect. One tank of herbicide will spray that whole field. Like when you get to the end of it, I went up there and Thomas had sprayed that whole field and he had 1% left in his tanks, which I couldn't believe. Couldn't believe 1% left in the tanks. So yeah, let's get this. We'll get one of the boys going on this. I'm just gonna hop over to. Actually, we'll just run up here. We got some time. We can just stretch our legs while stuff's getting sprayed and clothes aren't going nowhere. But so this field is good to go. We've got our oats growing here. We've got 98% yield bonus on it. There shouldn't be any weeds or anything. I'm just coming over to blue because I did what I said I was going to do, and I sold our other rollers. I sold them and we got 40 grand for them. Actually, I bet you if we go in the store, they're selling them for more right now. Yep. We got 40 grand for them. No big deal. But I sold these units and then I bought this set, which is, let's go into ours. Where's our rollers? I guess it would be these ones. So it says they'll go at 20 kilometers an hour. I don't really know if that's 100% true. It'll be close to that, but they're a little bit smaller, 23 meters. I think those other ones are 24. They're basically the same, but I think they're just going to be a little bit better for us moving forward. The only crappy thing is they're huge. Like when you're like, I got really nowhere to park them, so I just kind of left them over here with blue for now. And yeah, it is what it is. But we've got to fertilize that field that's getting done right now, and then we have to fertilize this sunflower field and the ones out front yet. Then we're gonna sleep through and we'll let the corn grow through a stage, and then we're going to go through and fertilize all that. So I figured what we'd kind of do while these fields are being fertilized, and because we're going to kind of have to go back and forth. So we'll get Thomas on that fertilizer spreader, and we can kind of go back and forth, filling him and getting him set up to spray those fields. And while that's happening, we're going to jump in this claws tractor, and we'll do some runs of taking clothes up to get sold. I think what we should do is we should go in and we should check and just see where we're taking everything. Usually, okay, especially country stores paying 11,000. Woo! That is nice. Usually it's around 10, so that's pretty awesome actually. So let's pull through here. Let's get some of these loaded up. We might have to make a couple. Yeah, we might have to do another lap around that thing, which is fine because I kind of like pushed some stuff around, so we might have to do one more little lap here rather than trying. You can't really back this trailer up too good because it's got that front axle in it that articulates. So let's turn this back on. Let's try and pull through a little bit tighter here. Yeah, that seems to be working pretty good. Is that everything? There should be some more that pop through. Yeah, there they are. Okay. So there's a full load right there. I'm just going to pull this kind of up closer to the front of the farm over here. And so we got 32,000 liters. Freckles, watch out, buddy. It's amazing that dog's still around here. Okay, let's hop over to this Massey Ferguson. Now, it's so hard to tell. We got to go back to our... Yeah, see, a little bit didn't get done here. Let's fire this up. And let's catch this corner. We'll catch this corner, and then what we'll do is we'll spin around real quick here, and we'll head over and we'll just fill the tanks. I know we still got 80% full in it, but that one field up there is it's gonna take a lot. Let's check on our map. Seems like we missed a little bit of a spot right here, which I know doesn't really matter, but we're here. We might as well do it. We'll probably get in a little bit on that other field, which isn't the worst either. Yeah, it's so hard to tell. Okay, let's check through. Yeah, it's good. A little spot in there. Whatever. Whatevs. Let's go through. We'll go grab some more fertilizer or fill these tanks. And then we'll take a load of those clothes up there. There really shouldn't be much clothes left. Although, that being said, we'll probably take a load up, get them sold off. Even when we sleep, we might end up taking another haul because the production facility will keep going. Yeah, there's not too many pallets. Usually if there was another pallet, it would have spawned out. So that leads me to believe there's only 4 left in there. That's crazy though that it's paying 11,000. That's insane. That means we'll get some good coin off of a full trailer full of clothes. But we got to get Thomas set up on this field. I wonder how much fertilizer it'll take to do this big sunflower field up here. Probably, I bet you it'll take most of this tank. Like, one of the best implements in this whole game is this fertilizer spreader, though. Like, it does 42 meters wide. It seems like the tank is small, 3,200 liters, but it's actually quite good. And like you can do it fast, just everything with this implement. As far as the game goes, this is like one of the best implements in the game. I know it's just a fertilizer spreader, but it's truly awesome. Let's do 2 headlands. We'll do them nice and smooth. I think that'll be just fine for us. We don't really need to look at that stuff. Okay. So off to the races we go. Before we head up there, let's just check in our production facility. I want to see what's left in there. So clothes, 24 liters storing. We still got this full of wool. Geez, we still got that completely full of wool. So yeah, what we'll probably do is take a load up, and then we'll still be in April when we sleep for one night. And if any more pallets pop through, we'll take them up, sell them. Maybe even we'll take the wool up to the farmer's market. The farmer's market usually seems to give us the best price, but... So we still got to fertilize these 2 fields out here, which will go quite easy with that spreader since it does 42 meters. But let's head up and let's drop these clothes off and let's see what kind of cash we get. I mean, 32,000 liters could be pretty good. 320, 350 maybe for this load, something like that. How's my quick math? Probably not too good. If my quick math is as good as my tractor driving skills, then who knows how much we're going to get off this. Okay. Come on through. Might have to stop and get a bite to eat at McFushi or McSushi. I can't remember what it's called. Alright, what do you think? 350? 350-ish? 355. Okay, not too bad. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Let's take this back down. But what we'll do, you know, we might as well, while we're doing, like, while that field's being fertilized, we might as well do some runs. We'll take those last load of pallets up. I'll even see, when we load everything up, I'll just double check the stores to see where we should take wool, and we can take a load of wool up, sell that off too, since we got like 90,000, 85,000 or something sitting in the production facility. You know, it's going to be a long time before we eat through all of that wool from a production standpoint. So we can take some of that up, sell it, and then we'll come back. We'll see how fertilizing's going. And then we'll have to sleep through, and we're going to get into... we're going to have to sleep through and get a at least a growth cycle into the corn before we can go fertilize that. But we'll check the stores and stuff. Yeah, we'll probably do that fertilizing for the corn in May. Yeah, I think so, something like that. So let's scooch around through here. Load up these clothes. And then we'll see where we can take the wool, because we'll have enough room on this trailer that we can take everything. So that can go there. Let's grab whatever there is for wool here. Oh, did I get close enough? Yep. Yep. Spin around. We'll grab this wool. And let's grab this other wool. This is my zigzag through the farm. Okay. So let's go in and see. We're going to go sell everything. Where are we taking wool? Doesn't really matter where we take it, it looks like. So we can just take it to the farmer's market. That'll be the easiest. It's just on the way. Whoa. Try not to hit the tree. No big deal. But yeah, we'll get a little bit of extra cash for this wool. And then, like I said, we can sleep through a month. If anything else pops through clothing wise while we're still in April, I mean, even in May, if we want to take a load of clothes up to the specialty country store, yeah, we won't be getting 11,000, but it doesn't really matter. We might as well keep taking stuff up there just every time it's made, and just scrape as much money as we can in case we need it to buy some stuff, for our big old harvest. Let's pull through here. Let's see what we get for this wool. Like I said, it should be a couple grand for sure. Yeah, perfect. Extra 11 grand. Never hurt nobody. And then we got 4 more boxes here, so that should be another 45,000. So really, all told from that haul, since we did 355, another 4, so about 400k. Yeah, 44, call it 45 plus 55. Basically 400k we got from clothes, which is pretty much the standard. That's about as much as that production facility will produce in a year, is about right around that, 40 pallets-ish. It probably would have been a little bit more if I wouldn't have screwed up and had the production facility, like, it wasn't running. I don't know how long the storage was full, and it was trying to, like, basically the productions had stopped since I let the storage get full. I don't really know how long it sat there like that, but that puts us up to close to 1.5 mil, which gives us a little bit of a buffer. We can go buy that new seeder, which will just help for the main harvest. Maybe another tractor. I might get one of those case ones, those old 1995 case tractors, just for fun. And yeah, 1995 was a good year. It really was. It really was. Some of the best. There's some good movies that came out 95, 96. I think, was Pulp Fiction 1994? Am I crazy there? Was it 94? I do know. If you've seen the movie Heat, Heat, if you haven't seen that movie, it was 1995 it came out. It is one of the best bank robber movies of all time. Like, I easily would put that on bank robbing, like the bank robbing movie Mount Rushmore. Heat is up there for sure. Same with the movie The Town with Ben Affleck. That's a good bank robbing movie. But Heat, 1995, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer's in it, Ashley Judd's in it. The shootout at the end, that shootout. I remember as a kid watching that. Like, I was pretty young, so I don't really remember. But as I got older, I like rewatched Heat, and like that movie, that shootout at the end. Spoiler alert: there's a shootout at the end. Whatever. It came out in 1995. It's like 30 years old, so I don't even know if that counts for spoiler alerts. But that shootout at the end, it's one of the greatest you'll ever see, especially at that time. At that time, it was one of the best ever recorded. But that's De Niro and Pacino at some of their best, you know. Oh, Heat. That's a good movie. 1995. Yeah, that's making me think we got to get one of those case tractors, and we'll call it Heat. All right, let's look on our map here, though, because I can't really tell what's left. Yeah, there's still quite a bit left to fertilize on this. Okay, well, with that being said, then, let's jump over. Let's jump in this unit. We'll spin around. It's empty. I pulled all the herbicide out of it. We'll spin around. We'll fill this with fertilizer. And we'll go do those front fields is what I'm thinking. Thomas is probably going to run out of fertilizer up there, unfortunately. So we may have to hook onto that trailer that we were just using to pull the wool and the clothes up there and take some fertilizer up to him, but that's not that big a deal. Let's unpark this thing so I can tab back and forth into it. We'll do a little bit more. We'll get this thing right full, and we'll go fertilize some fields. Yeah, 1995, Heat. That's a good movie. Honestly, that string from like I'll say like 19. I know there's some good movies in the 80s like Rambo, right? Can't sleep on Rambo, but I'm gonna say like that 1990 to 2010. Yeah, probably about that. Maybe even if you wanted to go like 2015, whatever. However you want to look at it. If you think the 80s movies were a little bit better, you could say 1985 to 2010. Like that's a pretty good 25 years. But 1990 to even say 2015, I think is like the greatest movies that that will ever be made were probably made in that time. Like there was some good movies that came out. Nowadays, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not into it enough, but like I just don't get it how they keep making more like Marvel movies. Like we get it. I don't know. It just seems tired and done. And then also nowadays it just seems like they're trying to make sequels of everything. Like they just want to bring back the past, like relive the old glory from those days, that 1990 to 2010, 2015. They're just trying to like relive it. Like, oh, we got to make Dumb and Dumber 2. I didn't even watch it because I knew it would. It's just not the same, right? We got to do Anchorman 2. We got to like. I'm surprised they haven't done Step Brothers 2 or Elf 2 or like. I don't know. Most sequels that they do, they butcher, with the exception of I'm gonna say Maverick, like the Top Gun sequel, Maverick. I seen that in theaters. Whew, that that is a good sequel right there. That was an intense movie, super well done. When I mean when you're making a movie about F-22 Raptors, like yeah, it's gonna be good. That sequel was good. The rest of them, Dumb and Dumber 2, like what? Leave it alone. Is my thoughts. Leave it alone. That like good string of cinema. I just don't think it's there anymore. Okay, I can barely see where I've done. Also, let's talk about how I just went around that rock feature back there basically perfectly. Should we talk about that? Nailed it this time. Okay, I'm gonna keep going through here. I will. I know I'm gonna have to run up and get Thomas set with a bit more fertilizer. I'm pretty sure, anyways. I don't know if he's gonna make it up there. I'm just gonna go through. I'll get this one done. I'll go get Thomas squared away, and I'll make sure he's good to go. I'll bring you guys back once I'm fertilizing this other sunflower field behind me, and then we'll get ready to sleep through at least one cycle, and then we'll be fertilizing some of the cornfields. Okay, I'm just bringing this fertilizer spreader back over. This sunflower field is done. Dunzo dunzo. We have one field left to do, which is the kind of the last front sunflower field over there. And I got the sprayer set up, so I'm just bringing this unit around. I'm going to fill it with fertilizer. I had to take a little bit up to Thomas, but it wasn't that big of a deal. I'll fill this one up, and then it'll just be ready to go when it comes time to do those corn fields. So I'm ready to bring you guys back in. We'll get this guy filled, and then we'll hop up into that sprayer. We'll get that field done, And then what I figure we'll do is we'll sleep through a night. And did we even check the store? No, yeah, we did. Yeah, there's nothing too good in the store. This would have been good back in the day. It was a good little one back in the day. Even this, when we were first starting out, getting 145, that would have been not too bad. But gone are those days. Okay, let's hop back into this. I've got 66% full. Is that gonna make it? We'll sure try. We'll sure try. Yeah, the only thing is I just can't see it too good. Kinda can see it. I'll just have to keep checking the map to make sure that it's all good to go. Which is pretty easy to do. That big field's done. Yeah, we're getting close. We're getting dangerously close. I haven't spent money on anything weird yet, but the episode is still young. But let me know, I was thinking about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Let me know where you think the greatest string of movies ever made were. Or what you think the best bank robber movie is. Maybe I'm missing one, right? Maybe I'm missing one that's not that's like better than Heat. And I'll change my mind. I'll definitely change my mind. If a good suggestion comes in the comments, I'm always willing to concede. I'm not married to my opinion. Just the information that I have right now, Heat's got to be one of the best bank robber movies ever made. It's got to be. But let me know. Let me know what your picks are. Let me know what your best string of movies do you think are. What era do you think was the best of cinema? Are you more of a classics person, in the 70s, right? Like Jack Nicholson and Easy Rider? Or are you with me on those kind of 90s to 2000 movies? You got to remember the movie Gladiator came out in I think '06. That's a good movie, right? If that's your thing, maybe you're not into kind of that type of storyline, but if you're a young guy, or even you're any guy, right? And you can understand Maximus, right? I think all the boys, when they watch that movie for the first time, again, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, I'm gonna spoil some of it, so pause this video now, but when he makes his way back to Rome and they fight in the Colosseum for the first time, and then Commodus comes down because he wants to meet this crazy gladiator. I think everybody, all the boys for sure, had chills run down their spine when he pulls off his helmet and is like, "My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius." That's got to be one of the coldest scenes in all of cinema. When Maximus pulls his helmet off, Joaquin Phoenix, who was phenomenal in that movie, the look on his face when they realized, no, Maximus is still alive. I'm telling you, best movies ever made in that era. I'll change my mind, but you got to give me good reasons. Okay. Now that we've sidetracked, wait, before I fold this up, let's go in. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of dark blue. These light blue ones are the cornfields that we're going to have to wait to get fertilizer on till after we get a little bit of a growth cycle going through them. So let's do that. Let's pull back over to the house. I will fill this thing with some more fertilizer because that's what we're going to use probably on those fields. We'll use a combination. We'll use that solid spreader, and then we'll use this big one on the big field itself. So let's come through here. Let's come through here and let's get some more fertilizer all up in this unit, and then we'll run over to the house and we'll sleep through a cycle, and maybe we'll get really lucky and something good will come through the store. Probably not. We're probably gonna get a potato harvester or something that comes through the store, or a logging unit, something we just don't need. But let's see. Let's get into the second part of April. If we have any more clothes that pop through from our clothing factory, which there'll probably be a pallet or something, maybe, we'll take that up, get that sold, get a little bit extra cash, and then we're going to go to town. Yeah, what did I tell you? Absolutely nothing. We don't need any of this stuff. A forage wagon. Like I said, maybe at a different part. So now, let's jump in our sprayer. Actually, since we're over here, We'll just check the clothing factory real quick. We might as well kind of check the animals and stuff quick too. Yeah, we got one pallet sitting there. I actually don't even know if it's worth taking it up there. 25,000 liters of food. Can any of these be sold? Almost, but no. Let's check these other pens. They're good for food, good for water. Can anybody be sold? These dudes right here. Perfect. Sell them. 725, almost. 775, almost. As soon as they finish their next reproduction cycle, we'll sell them. We'll wait on those. Let's go check the other pen. Oh, legs out there from that truck. Anyone in here? 775. Yep, these guys just finished a reproduction cycle, so we can sell them. And that's looking like it's going to be it for just now. So let's go jump in our sprayer. And we'll get... Well, let's see it. Let's say hi to Freckles. Hey, buddy. How you doing? We got a lot of work coming up. Are you ready for it? We got to get down to his eye level here. Hey, look at me. Hey, don't you walk... Don't you... Okay. Alright, that's it. We're out of here. We're out of here. Let's go spray some cornfields. I'm thinking that's what we gotta do. Actually, I don't know if we can just yet. Will it give us a stage of growth? I actually don't think it will. No, I don't think it will. We're gonna have to go through. We're gonna have to sleep into May. We'll do this real quick. I don't think it'll actually let us... Like, I think we'll spray on it, but it won't actually count for 2 cycles because we haven't... We're on 2-day months, so we actually got to get into May, I think. Yeah, we'll just do it. For what it'll take, it doesn't really matter. Check the store. What did I tell you? Well, I said potato harvester, but... We were going to look for headers, but these are only 7 meters wide. Is it really worth it? I don't think so. We definitely don't need any of that stuff. Okay. Let's tab back over to this bad boy. And let's go fertilize some of these fields. We'll get this sprayer set on the one cornfield, the big cornfield, and then we'll go grab the other one, the solid spreader, and get set up on this smaller field. Okay, so we need to unfold this. I wish we could listen to music while we do this, but we'll get copyrighted, won't we? Okay. Get this thing spread right out. And let's come into our courses. Get Thomas going on this. 3 headlands. Let's actually do 4. We'll keep them smooth. Let's see how that looks. Sure. Sure, that'll be good enough for us. Alright, and let's jump out. Let's make sure, yeah, 98% yield bonus. Perfect. That corn's looking good. This is at 50. Maybe since we're out here, let's just kind of do our rounds and make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't think I did miss anything. Yeah, 98. Usually the edge of the field, it's always a little bit weird. And then you kind of get in the center and it pops out. So this field's good. Yeah, we'll have some oats to do. Let's run over to these other fields while we got time. Yep. Looking good. No weeds growing or anything. Hit the puddle real quick. No big deal. Okay, this one's looking good. Looking good. And looking good. All right, I think we got some solid fields ready to rock. This one should be good as well. Let's jump in this unit. It is full. Close our cover. And let's head over. Another thing I can't forget is we got about 40,000 liters of oats sitting in our silos that we're going to have to deal with as well. at some point. I guess we can kind of deal with all of that once we pull these oats off the field. I don't know what I'm going to do with the oats. I mean, we could put them in the production facility and make some flour. Yeah, maybe that's just what we'll do. That probably seems like a good idea. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. Let's spin this guy around. Let's get a course set up. And yeah, actually, I think that'll be just fine. This is such a weird field that it's like, yeah, it's a bit of a gong show as is, but we'll just let it do its thing. That's not that big of a deal. As long as it gets fertilized, that's really all that matters to us. Except, do we got some weeds growing over here? Yeah, must have missed that with the sprayer. That's okay, though. It's just on the edge, so that's not that big of a deal. So there we go. Wyatt can go through and spread this field. Thomas is doing the other one. I think what I'll do is I'll bring you guys back once these fields are good to go. And yeah, we'll just keep rocking. I'll bring you guys back in 1 sec. Alright, folks, I'm just finishing up this field. Look at this little patch of weeds that got missed. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I'm just going to leave it. Actually, there's another patch. You know what? I'm not even going to go show you. There's a little patch on that big field as well. It just is what it is. It is what it is. I definitely thought I got all those spots in those fields, but whatever. It's not really going to matter that much, but I seen it. I was like, good God. Mad at myself, you know? So, yeah, I'm just getting back here with this unit. What I did while that field was being sprayed, or spread rather, is I went through and I loaded up kind of our trailer with whatever we had for clothes in that factory, and as well as whatever else we had kicking around for wool. And I figure that'll kind of be what we do here. We'll take that one more load up there to probably the country special, or the specialty country store and the farmer's market. I just want to fill this unit before we go anywhere. Let's do that again. Okay, and then I want to check on the map. Yeah, this is almost done. So, I don't know why he's all the way up here, though. Oh, we're spinning around. Maybe we should go check and see how much juice is left in the tanks. Not a whole bunch. Hopefully that's enough. Okay. Let's go hop in the Claus tractor and let's go take this load of clothes and wool up. Might as well. We're into May, so we're not going to get... Well, let's check. Wool. We could just... You know what? I'm just going to take it to the farmer's market. I don't feel like driving all the way up to the farm shop, but let's just check clothes. I mean, the specialty country store is still paying 11 grand. There's nothing wrong with that at all. So let's go take this stuff up. Just want to check the map real quick again. Oof, we're going to be close on spray. Let's take this up. Let's get this last little bit of cash that we can kind of scrape together. Before we end this episode. But I'm thinking that's probably what we're going to do for this episode is just kind of finish it with selling off this stuff. So let me just check my list here real quick. Okay, so our next episode, what are we going to be doing on next episode? We got to make sure all the animals are going to be really good to go through the harvest. And so I want to come out and we're going to cut all this grass. We'll get our big mower unit out and we'll cut all that grass and we'll fill our silos. We'll get them right full of food just so we are completely stocked and prepped over the next little bit. Then we got to go through and we got to make sure that... yeah, okay, I'll go to the farmer's market first. I want to make sure that all of the animals have food, water, they're all just like 100% good to go, and that we're not missing anything. And I think we may have to help Thomas do a little bit of stuff too on his side of everything, but we'll kind of see. But the main thing will be getting the animals prepped, getting all the grass cut that we can. If we got to do any touches or anything to the fields, which we shouldn't have to until it comes time to harvest, that's what we'll end up doing. Let's see there. Yeah, extra 34 grand. Not too bad. Well, that's going to be basically it. Right on. Yeah. I think it's time for me to finish this episode if I'm running into trucks like that. Let's just drive away before someone sees anything. Sorry. No, in real life, we'd leave a note. We'd leave a note. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Like always, if you can, if you can hit that like, if you can hit that subscription button, that would be awesome. Make sure and comment your favorite movie era or your favorite bank robber movie. Also, if you've seen Heat, let me know that you've seen Heat, right? Yeah, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Also, what did you think about when Maximus pulled his helmet off? The first time you seen that, like how crazy was that? Thanks again, guys. Appreciate you watching. I'm looking forward to this next big harvest. And yeah, like always, thanks so much. I appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys watching, taking the time out to watch these gameplays. So thanks so much, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.